Hi there, this time we have a Fender Jazz bass. We have a Geddy model Fender Jazz bass. Check out the autograph on the back of the headstock here, Nikhil. So, this one, unfortunately, is very noisy. It has a grounding problem somewhere. So we'll get to the bottom of why it makes so much noise. So about 6 months ago, I had given this beautiful bass a good cleaning and full setup. It received the full treatment, including a little fret leveling, crowning, and a good polishing. From what I understand, the problems began after it was dropped or knocked over at a show. So to begin troubleshooting, we'll start with getting the control plate off, looking for any obvious faults or damage. Don't see anything really looks terrible. So using an ohm meter, and we'll test for ground faults. Make sure you have connectivity everywhere between the grounds. So then we'll strip it down and check all of the solder joints and connections. This also gave me a chance to clean the guitar up because it had been used quite heavily since the last cleaning 6 months ago. It was as I was doing this physical inspection I noticed that the potentiometer for the neck pickup just didn't feel right in the swing. It would turn easily, it would hit a rough spot, and then it would have no resistance for a short portion of the swing, say a 1/16 of an inch. The others felt okay. The bridge pickup volume was a little rough, so I decided to go ahead and take a look at the connections on the pickup. So we went ahead and ripped these off to make sure that there isn't any damage to the actual solder joints on the pickups. And as I checked, you can see there's no damage. So decided it must be the potentiometers making the noise. So to give this a test, I hooked it up to my digital ohm meter. And I will say that a potentiometer that is part of a circuit will behave strangely when you measure it with a digital ohm meter. But this one, when you got to the part that was rough and then had no resistance, you would get actually an open circuit, which means it had sustained some sort of internal damage when the guitar had been dropped or knocked over. So it basically needed to be replaced as far as I could tell. So I solder in a new 250K CTS potentiometer. And go ahead and install the faceplate to get all of the connections on there. I want to make sure it's tight. Easiest way to ruin a guitar like this is let one of the potentiometers get loose and somebody twist the connections off. Now we can move to repairing the chip the guitar stained in the fall in the upper horn of the guitar. Taking a little bit of enamel here to fill it in. I want to fill the crack in so that it doesn't spread. It had the type of damage that would over time probably spread and cause the chip to grow, but by using a little bit of black paint to disguise the damage and then filling it in with some cyano acrylate. Here we're using a little bit of the glue boost shield tape. It won't allow it's a Teflon tape that won't allow the glue to flow outside of it, and then simply fill it in with some glue boost. The glue boost should seal the finish and hopefully not allow any cracking or for the chip to spread any larger, because it can very easily with this type of square damage. Hey folks, after a couple of potentiometer replacements, got the noise out, it sounds really good. Check it out. Remember, if you found this helpful, like and subscribe. It helps me out in the long run. Thanks.